Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into Borislava Tatchev and her company Alqubit.
Right.
Our mission here, our deep dive goal, is to unpack how this philosophy they have, IT as an expression of art, well, how it's more than just a tagline.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a really meticulously built foundation for, a unique personal brand and a pretty distinctive tech company.
Yeah, it really is.
So we're aiming to give you a bit of a shortcut to really understanding their whole approach.
And what's compelling, I think, is this sheer intentionality you mentioned. Alqubit isn't just like offering standard services.
Okay.
No, they're selling a very specific vision, and it's deeply tied to the founder, Borislava Tatchev.
That's a powerful way to put it.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's start with Borislava herself then. Her public persona, you said it's inseparable from the company identity.
Uh-huh.
How does she achieve that?
Well, she's very consistent in her own public messaging. She describes herself as, and this is the exact phrase, an industry-proven trustful leader and your best technology partner.
Okay, that exact phrase.
Repeatedly, across different platforms. It's clearly a deliberate strategy, Build authority, build trust through sheer repetition. Her personal brand is almost like the first product.
And she backs that with, 25 years of experience, she states?
Declared, yeah. 25 years.
But the origin story is interesting too. It's not just, we started a company. It's framed around overcoming personal trials and professional hurdles with perseverance and vision. What's the strategy there?
Well, it immediately establishes this core idea of resilience, doesn't it? Adaptability, right from the start. It's not just about making tech seem human. It suggests they can handle complexity, learn from setbacks, and sort of apply that strength for their clients.
So if she navigated challenges, the company can navigate yours, that kind of thing.
Exactly. That perseverance becomes a core competency they're offering.
Okay, so that's the personal foundation.
Yeah.
How do they then articulate this core philosophy? IT as an expression of art. It sounds great. But what does it actually mean for a client who needs, say, a cloud solution?
Right. The aim is to go beyond just functional IT. It's about merging tech with creativity, delivering solutions that have aesthetic and experiential value, not just functional value.
Aesthetic and experiential.
Yeah. They list 4 business values: integrity, value co-creation, realistic, minimalist, efficient. But the 4th one, technology as an expression of art, that's clearly the unique selling proposition.
And that differentiates them.
Massively. It shifts the competition away from just price wars. It allows them to attract, I think, a niche clientele that actually values creative, maybe even bespoke solutions. People looking for that aesthetic connection.
Which is pretty rare in IT, right?
Very rare.
But, okay, an artistic approach might sound kind of flexible, maybe even a bit unpredictable. Yet their methodology sounds really structured. 4 pillars, 12 principles. How do those two sides fit together?
Yeah, that's the interesting part, isn't it? It's sort of a paradox, but maybe their key strength. They define pillars like organize, prepare, vision, strategy, and reaching goals, results, objectives. Very pragmatic.
So structure underneath the art.
Exactly. It shows this methodical discipline. Their own messaging talks about reverse engineering requirements and reaching the goals with absolute certainty, not miracles.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a reliable, structured path towards those innovative, artful results, structured creativity, maybe?
That makes sense. And it seems this artistic idea, it's not just branding, it's woven into the services themselves.
Mm-hmm.
How do they make, cybersecurity sound artistic?
They reframe it. Cloud solutions aren't just about migration, it's pitched as a way to revolutionize your marketing.
Okay.
And next-gen cybersecurity becomes protecting the creative canvas, see? Every service connects back to that core artistic value.
And they back this up visually too, right? With their content.
Extensive digital content. Blogs, YouTube videos they call deep dives, interestingly enough. And they specifically mention using things like a cinematic video set and cinematic lenses. High aesthetic quality is clearly important.
But amidst all this philosophy and polished content, one thing stands out: the lack of specific, detailed public case studies. Most tech firms splash those everywhere. What's that suggest?
I don't think it's a weakness. It feels like a deliberate choice, suggesting more of a high-touch advisory model.
Where trust is built directly.
Exactly, person to person. The founder's brand, her story, is in a way the ultimate case study. It implies their projects are perhaps high value, bespoke, maybe confidential.
And her personal story of resilience ties into the company's being pillar you mentioned.
Precisely. It humanizes the tech services in a very direct way. That narrative mirrors the company's stated principles.
So wrapping this up, Alqubit seems to be carving out this very specific niche, a boutique, high-touch advisory firm for IT decision makers.
Yeah.
Selling not just tech, but this whole philosophy, this vision of IT as art, all deeply linked to the founder's own journey.
That's it, exactly. They've built this meticulously crafted brand where the founder's identity and this unique philosophy really aim to transform how you perceive IT.
Okay, fascinating stuff.
So maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to consider. In a world where tech often feels, well, impersonal, commoditized, how much does a unique philosophy like this and the personal story of a founder actually influence your trust in how you perceive value? Something to mull over.